So you want to drain your battery to zero, but you don't want to be walking around town with a dead phone. I'm here to help you. Hey, this is Huang here. It's 3:20 a.m., so I gotta keep my voice down. Today I'm going to show you the fastest way of draining your battery on your iPhone. Now I have an iPhone 7, but this method works for any version of iPhone and even Android. Now if you use a battery app such as Battery Saver, this one's just called Battery. This one's called Boost Magic. Let me put here so you can see. Most of these battery apps recommend that you deplete your battery to zero and then power it to do a full power cycle regularly for the health of the phone. Now, in the past, I've always just kept my phone plugged in all the time, and it wasn't until I saw my wife recommended that I basically don't do that, and her advice was, I saw her phone battery is perfect, and then mine, it ends up lasting me around 4 or 5 hours, and I'm not even actively using it. That happened to my iPhone 6, and so moving forward, I don't really want to have that problem again. So thanks for her tip. I'm a little bit more wise about how I allocate the resources or how I manage the battery on my phone. Now, there are a lot of tutorials on the internet, on forums, on articles that go through these small steps to help deplete your battery quicker. But from my experience, the best way of draining your battery is by downloading and opening Pokemon Go. Now, the reason, and this is strictly speculation, let me turn the brightness even lower so you can see. This is completely speculation, but because Pokemon Go uses GPS actively, it uses the graphics processor and the processor. I'm not quite sure, to be completely frank, if they're integrated or if they're two separate units between the CPU and the GPU or the graphics processor. But either way, it's very graphics intense and used to render out the basically what you see in the game. Now, you don't have to be a Pokemon Go player to utilize this method. Basically, I've had Pokemon Go open for around 2.5 hours. My battery level went from around 57% to now, so you can see, to now 11%, which is incredibly quick. So in around 5 or 6 hours, you can deplete your battery to zero if it's around maybe 80 or 90%, or maybe add another hour to that if it's fully charged. Now here are some tips when you have the Pokemon Go app open. Make sure that your brightness setting is turned to maximum. I have it turned all the way down for this tutorial so you can see, but turn that all the way to maximum. Turn on your Bluetooth setting. Also turn on the Wi-Fi setting, but do not connect it to a Bluetooth device and do not connect it to Wi-Fi, so that way it actively searches for that. But the sheer just having Pokemon Go open will start just draining your battery really quickly, and you'll be surprised how much more efficient this method is compared to basically all of the methods that you'll find on forums and on articles on the internet. I'm going to show you 3 apps that I recommend for the iPhone that will help you save battery on your phone. So to find these 3 apps, let me see if I can get to focus here. Just type in battery and The first one is called Battery Saver, so I recommend getting that. I also recommend getting Battery Doctor, and the other one is Battery Life Magic. So I recommend getting these three apps, and I'll show you quickly what each of these three apps will do and how it will help with your battery life. So the first one is Battery Saver. So what's really cool about Battery Saver is this is kind of your home screen. It'll show you your battery level. But there's also a mode where you can click on the bottom into memory. So if I click on that, and if I click on boost memory, what I'll do is it'll just kind of go in and clear out any excess memory that your phone's using or that your phone's utilizing but actually not using for any good valuable purpose, and that will help with extending the life of your battery usage a little bit. The other neat thing is there's one that says disk. If you click on clean junk, it'll basically go out and clean up a lot of the junk files and temporary files that your phone saves to, but it's not 100% necessary. So this is great, especially if you're running low on storage space. So these are these three are some of the three primary features that I like about this app: the battery, memory, and disk features. Now the next app is the icon just says battery, but the app is called Battery Doctor. What's nice about Battery Doctor is that you can go in and kind of set a routine for your battery usage. I haven't used it actively, but I used it with my old phone. And it's kind of nice because it kind of gets you on track to with the best practices for maximizing the longevity of your iPhone battery. And finally, last but not least, this app is called Battery Magic Boost, and I think that's what it's called, or Boost Battery Boost Magic. And what's nice about this is it will show you how much time that you have available if you're talking on 2G or if you're talking 3G or 4G, how much standby time that your phone has, if you're going to use the data Wi-Fi, how much time you have on your battery if you're using that, as well as video playback, FaceTime, YouTube, as well as 3D games and 2D games. This is really helpful because especially if you plan on doing something, for example, you want to watch maybe a course that's an hour long on YouTube, you want to kind of get an estimate of how of where your battery life is, so that way you can still maybe hail an Uber back home, or have to make an important call or something like that. So this app is really nice because it gives all this breakdown of information. And each of these apps are free to download. They're not paying me. It's just I found these three apps pretty helpful. So hopefully it's helpful for you as well. So hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. And also as a tip, make sure you turn your Pokemon Go sounds off. Otherwise it might get annoying after a while. Hopefully you found this helpful, and if you have, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got some other tech and iPhone related videos on the channel as well. And also if you're into digital marketing, I have tons of videos on that. Other than that, best of luck with you and your iPhone battery life, and thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing.